Welcome everybody to our live stream here on lichess and Twitch. I am our host, International Master, barely, William Pascal. What is up? We've got 8 players in the Sladgy and Sloth's Super Slow. Every week now we're hosting 15 plus 5 rapid 5 rounders. Alright, here is the link. First you cut the seagrass and you paste the seagrass. Announcement! Thursday's subscriber stream is moved to Saturday, June 11th at 6:30 p.m. CEST. If you enjoy our Thursday stream, you'll have to check it out this week on Saturday instead. Please, it gives everyone a little bit more time to submit a game if you haven't already done so. And I know you haven't because no one has already submitted a game. Way ahead of you guys. Excel Poker, welcome. Aspirate gifting 2 gift subs this week. We had 100 bits from Mr. Coffee, our favorite VIP and moderator. Thank you for displaying yourself. Thank you for being myself. For displaying. Well, I almost wore the wife beater. It's so hot here. But I need to work on my dad bod a little bit more before we do the yearly reveal. Alright. Need a little more tan. I haven't been to the beach this year. We've got Sparkle Horse, Play Like Kasparov now, 2380. XL Poker, Akshak, Shaki. That's 5 players, 2200 plus or so. Marco Ivan or Ivan. Resonance Spectre, Palots, also from Hungary. Acerbate and Niles. No games. He can't play. Gotta go out. Hi can't play. Gotta go to kids' dinner. Kids' dinner. Gotta go to kids' dinner. McDonald's. Fish and chips. Alright. No problem. No, it was like a separate thing. I thought my first suggestion was take them to McDonald's, and then I thought, okay, it's the UK. We have to get fish and chips. Arthur Treachers. You're too old for, you're too young for Arthur Treachers, right, Bob? Acerbate, do you remember that? Arthur Treachers? It was like this old school Mr. Coffee. Remember that? The old school British fish and chips fast food place? We had this discussion like 3 years ago on my stream. You remember the name. You've never been in one. That was my friend's favorite. Yeah, I think it actually was from the UK. Alright. Porky Piglet, are you from the Dutch side or the Dutch speaking side or the French speaking side of Belgium? Is that a stupid question? It's from the English speaking side. Founded in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio. That's close to the UK. Alright. The Mecca of seafood. Landlocked. Well, they have Lake Erie, right? So it's technically not landlocked. The Vikings might have... I think I saw in Ancient Aliens where the Vikings got as far down as Ohio in their explorations. Assuming they could work their way down like the Canadian waterways. It is possible to reach the Lake Erie, maybe, by canoe. So there was an early influence there. I saw something a while ago, Porky Piglet, about there was some kind of thing about that was crabs. It wasn't about fish, it was about crabs. They have invasive king crabs are destroying the brown crab, the brown crab haul in the UK. Those pesky invasive king crabs. All right, but they're actually more profitable, So screw the brown crabs. We're just gonna switch to king crabs instead. All right, it's not global, it's not global catastrophe. You never had crabs. Not a good joke. We've got Sparkle Horse, Play Like Kasparov, XL Poker, Akshak. Uber driver's here. Our fan Uber driver. Shaki, Marco, Ivan, Ripunj, Resident Inspector, Palots, Yeroin, Astrobate, Niles, and Lakey. That's 14 players. We're starting in 8 minutes, I believe. Does that make sense? Yeah. Whichever. Alright. So, Schieber Spieler. Thanks for not playing in these. Many fish and chips will go bankrupt. The fish fillets come from Ukraine. Obviously, that story came out of, Africa. Because lots of fish fillets come from Ukraine. Alright. Hungarian fish fillets. Yeah, we're a big exporter of cod and haddock here in Hungary. Schieberspieler joining the tournament? Are you serious? No. He's just kidding around. I've been winning every week. This is bullshit. Just kidding. You're welcome to play. Alright. 5-round Swiss. Where? Alright, so Schieberspieler fresh off of his streamer battle win. Schieberspieler, did you play on my account on Sunday Simul? Yeah, he played like you. Thank you for the copy and paste. My childish. I recognize my own childish capitals. Looks like a Donald Trump tweet. Notice, Thursday's subscriber stream is moved to Saturday, June 11th, 6:30 p.m. CEST. After work. Schieberspieler, you got some chess camp going on? Or what are you doing? Training? Juniors? Alright, 6. He's working at Arthur Treacher's. Because we have so many fish fillets here in Hungary. Alright. I mean, I don't know, Bob. I don't know. I think I could do it, but I couldn't just reel it off. It would take me a while to do all 50. I believe I could. But I'd have to have a significant amount of time to be able to kind of check my list. I couldn't just reel it off without making a mistake. I didn't I never did that in school where we memorized all 50 states and said them or something. If I could count the numbers, I could do it. But I mean, I'd need some time to think about the last ones and make sure my list was complete. I can't just reel it off. I actually know the names of all 50 states. It's easy with the map. Oh yeah, I could do it, right. Not sure about Donald Trump, though. Can you imagine Donald Trump trying to pick out the European countries on a map without names on it? Any continent, for that matter. Anyway, enough Trump bashing for today. 17 players. We've got Lakey, Niles, Play Chess Badly, Astrobate, Yeroin, Palots, Resident Inspector, Ripun, Bansal, Sumher, Marco, Ivan, or Ivan, Shaki, Uber Driver, Akshak, Excel Poker, Play Like Kasparov, Sparkle Horse, and Schieberspieler. 4 minutes to go. Most Americans can't name, like, the last 4 American presidents. Fox News is not going to broadcast the January 6th hearings. Alright. I wonder why. They incited sedition. Immediately Bob comes and I get on like a political rant. Alright. No, we're going to play chess here. This is serious. No politics. Lakey, Niles play chess badly. We have 18 players now. Thursday's stream is moved to Saturday, so you know. You didn't get... You like being called the inspector. I thought you didn't like it. That's why I didn't call you. I thought you were offended that I missaid your name. I had a college roommate who used to always make up nicknames for everybody. That was like his specialty. So it was a mark of affection. But not everyone likes, being called something. Oh, jeez, I just accidentally timed Bob out. I'm so sorry, dude. You mixed Serbia with Czechia. Sorry about that, Bob. Where is he? Mr. Coffee, can you get Bob out of the drain there? I accidentally timed him out. Alright. I'm terrible with the mouse. I just keep clicking on the wrong person all the time. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. You saved him. Phew, sorry about that, Bob. It was just a misclick. It was a total misclick. Yeah, just the big red button on the table, I accidentally smashed it. Sorry about that. Are we here for chess or trolling today? Schieberspieler in the house, so thanks for playing. The legendary Schieberspieler, strongest FM in the world, outside of the Russian Empire. The strongest Western FM. Outside of Russia, China, and all satellite countries. And all of their satellite countries. In India. No, all the strong players in India, they don't even have a high enough rating to get candidate master. How could they be FMs? We're not going to talk about that. They don't even get included in the list. All the strongest players in India are probably still unrated. Tournaments tend to have trolls and cheaters. Juicebox Wizard, but this is a closed tournament. To just our club, man. This is not an open tournament. We don't have cheaters. We do have trolls though. But I don't think any of the trolls entered the tournament. The special closed group, Juicebox Wizard. Alright. I ban people that are suspected of cheating. I have the power. We have the power to ban whoever we want. This is a private club. Yeah, I can't stop this. I have this F4 addiction. It's just refreshing. It's refreshing to play something new. I feel like the proverbial, it's a breath of fresh air. This is... Dude, this is interesting. A Seeger plays some kind of closed Sicilian himself with white, no? I guess I feel like I'm playing the English defense against the English, so I should be really comfortable here, more or less. Possible to play e4 or e3. This tournament is nuts. Black needs to move faster. Not moving fast enough. Jeez, what is that? Knight takes e5. Nobody plays knight takes e5. That is kind of weird. But to be fair, it's probably not that bad. Not that bad. Wow. So what do you do about the check on b5 now? Check. Oh shoot. I couldn't sack my queen. Okay. Take your time, guys. It's 15 plus 5. This time control, I mean, these games can last 40 minutes. He played, oh my god, he played king e7. I mean, dude, seriously? Are you playing a lot of bullet? He has 1,779 bullet games, 352 blitz, and 263 rapid. Like, king e7? Do you really have to do that? Black has a lost position after 7 moves against me here. Because he insists on playing bullet chess. I'm serious, it can last 40 minutes, right? I mean, you've got... Maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't know. Okay, 10-second increment per move. 40 is probably a slight exaggeration. So 10 seconds per move. 6 moves is like a minute. At least 5 minutes. So I mean, at least 35 minutes. You know, but technically, I guess 100-move game. You know, if you had a really, really long game, it could last 40 minutes. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Coffee on duty with the statistics. My opponent is playing bullet. Irish coffee. Sounds good. Maybe tomorrow. No, Thursday. Thursday's stream is now on Saturday for this week. So everyone knows. How are we gonna bust it? How are we gonna bust him open here? Bust him open, Bob! Bust this position open with d4, c4. First we'll get a lockdown on the d5. Can I get a lockdown on d5? Then bust it open? Bullet chess is bad for your brain. This is your brain on bullet chess. I have my motivation beer. Oof. Rook d1. I do. You're missing the berserk button. No, you're not. No, you're not. You were like, the only way that like that NM had a chance against you was like clicking the mouse faster than you. you're better off without berserking, dude. The berserk button is only there to like give random NMs a chance against Schieber-Spieler. Give them a reason for living. Oh no. This is like, what is the point? You're trying to play as fast as you can? I don't understand the point, really. He's literally just trying to play as fast as he can. It's really weird. I don't get it. He's actually not a bad player. I mean, I've played a couple games against him. But it's like, the point seems to be to play as fast as possible. I don't get it. Alright. Yep. There it is. There it is. Meet an X. Okay, back to tournament. Alright, we got Sumaher in action. Not gonna talk politics. Sumaher versus Schieber-Spieler. Wow. What is this? What could it be? Queen's Gambit declined is what it is. Sumaher dropping in exchange? Ooh, it might be worse than that. It's like my opponent. What are you guys doing? Why does the player who's getting destroyed here have much more time than his opponent? Don't play bullet chess. It just ruins your game. I'm not even going to click on Rikwun. He's really bad with the time too. Oh, somebody's not here. Who is it? Politz or Aksha? Actually, it must be Politz. Politz didn't make it. She's late. Varun. Sveshnikov, there it is. Don't play the St. George in this time control. It's kind of risky. Although Uber Driver is... What is this? What went wrong here? Why does Uber Driver have such a clamp on B6? Poorly played. There's no excuse for Sumaher to have like 2 minutes more than his opponent while he's getting destroyed. You got a chance to play a strong player. It's a long time control. You got tons of time. Take your time. If you're going to lose, use all your time. Sumaher, disappointed. He's been playing, some good games lately. He's probably tired from work or study. Alright. So how do we have this big clamp on B6? Yeah, but we got tons of it, Porky Piglet. That's the point. Time is money, but we have tons of it. So use it, This is 15 minutes. It's a lot of time. Use the time. It's a resource. Money, Money's a resource. Absolutely, time is money, but use it. Use it or lose it. Alright. You're running with the Sveshnikov, taking Uber on. Let's flip it up. Flip it. Kamran Shirazi was complaining hopelessly to the forum that his board keeps flipping on him while he's playing, and no one can help to figure out what it could be. I sort of felt sorry for him. What could possibly do that? What could make your board flip? Like while you're playing, he said it was almost like right, the F key stuck. It must be. I mean, I don't know what else it could be. It must be something with his F key. But he says he's not clicking the F key. I mean, they raised the issue, but he claims like he's not touching the F key at all. So maybe just like, something's funky with his F key. That has to be what it is. I was thinking like, what if someone hacked into your account, had your password, and just like trolled you by, Bob should do this. They could troll you by logging in simultaneously while you're logged in, and then, they could flip the board while you're... But would that work? Like, say a secondary party had my password. They could log in my account while I was playing, see the game, and when they press the F key on their board, would that flip the board? That's my question. If I'm logged on, on my mobile, like, say, and on the desktop, we could try it. Would it flip? Would it flip just on the screen you're using, or would it flip, on both? It probably just flips on the machine you're using, right? It's probably, I couldn't even like flip my own board with my phone right now. F4. Baby, bring it on. But I just hate the forums, man. The people are so rude. I was like, dude, this is a really legendary international master asking a simple question, and like, even against him, like, these morons in the forums are like completely rude. It's just, I give up, man. I will never ever like enter a lichess forum and ask a question again. People are just so grossly toxic. And those forum trolls who like answer like every single forum question. Ugh, just gross. Internet is gross. I agree. There are people who like, there's this one quote unquote NM. He doesn't play on lichess, he just uses it for the forums. So he answers every single question. He's like a forum addict from the 80s or something, The guy's like a freaking moron. Someone gave him an NM title at some point. Yeah, that guy. I wonder who it is. He's got to be from California. He's extremely annoying. Is it Wood Pusher? Something like that? Something like that. Some wannabe. But the guy's really, it's just gross. He has to answer every single question. Most of his answers are like dumb or just off topic, or he's just annoying. Wood Pusher. Alright. But whatever. I have a feature request. I want to be able to block people and not see, like, I want to make it kind of like, Facebook. I want to be able to block people on the forum so I don't have to see what they said. Is that really not, is that too much to ask for? Mr. Pushwood, exactly. It's gross. The guy's just so gross. It's gross, dude. I think there's another guy that's even worse. I want to be able to block him and people like him. Like, why is that not a reasonable feature to ask for? It wouldn't affect anyone else. I just don't want to see this moron's posts, those people that think they know everything. That's the kind of person that I'm talking about. They're experts at everything. I hate that kind of people. They know everything about everything, and they answer every question. He probably spends his entire day on, like, Quora or whatever. Answering questions about things he really doesn't understand. I'm gonna spend my whole day like it's 1995 on the forums. Okay, guys, let's check out another game. This game's kind of boring. Nothing's happening there. Let's see. Acerbate in the house with Shocky. Wow. Acerbate with white. Oof. Down a few things here. I think Acerbate's like the first person who ever played like faster than Shocky. He's down 5 pieces now. Acerbate has a problem with playing too fast, but his excuse is that he doesn't actually like look at the clock. Dinekis. There's an excuse if you don't actually look at the clock, I guess. Forums are just too toxic. I can't do it. I mean, in the beginning I tried to contribute to some forum post, and then I realized we're still in the 80s. No, we don't do forums. Forum is bad. Alright. The other thing is, wait, if we go to lichess main page, go to lichess main page. Yeah, that's good, actually. Because I think like they used to have a link to the forums on the front page. If I make it full screen. Yeah, that's good. They've taken that away probably long ago. I never really pay attention, but thanks to God. I think, a couple years ago there was still a link to forums on the main page. That's not good. It should not be. It should be hidden somewhere under a rug. Alright. Don't want the forums on the main page. Pawnda and horses. Right, you look at forums if you get notified one of the people I follow posts something, yeah. You're not going to get notified of me posting anything much, except for, of course, we have our own forum for the Pawnda and Horses Club. Narcissus was narcissistic. Was he? I don't really know. Almost everyone's done. Your own Uber driver, that's going to be a long one. But kudos to these guys who are both veteran players for taking their time and playing real chess. Seriously. I'm getting attention deficit disorder from other people playing too fast, slowly. The effects of others is the bad time management of other players is rubbing off on me. Alright, we're looking at it from White's side. Uber Driver's the guy who always criticizes everybody for not castling, by the way. What about castling, man? Hey, you're not going to castle? What happened to castling? Uber Driver himself, Mr. Classical, by-the-book guy, not castling with White in an open Sicilian. Oh, Uber Driver, what are we going to do with you? How could you not castle in the first 16 moves in an open Sicilian? Jeez, that's just not correct. This is an interesting game. I don't know. Castling kingside. I know what I would probably play, but it's purely instinctual. This is a tough position. The pawn on e4 is really it's a monster. A master, I wanted to call it. It's a master. It's a monster. Monster master. It's a master monster. So let's check out UberDriver here. Going for the d6. Going for the d6 base of what used to be the pawn chain. It does look kind of problematic. King d7. Anybody king d7? Can I get a king d7? I'm going to defend my pawn with king d7. King d7, knight b6 check. King c7, knight a8 check. King b8. Looks like a reasonable exchange sacrifice. So it's a plausible move. It's very extreme danger. I'd rather find another solution here for Jeroen. He's got time. 6 minutes to 5. He became obsessed with his own reflection. Narcissistic. Narcissistic. You know those people that walk down the street that check themselves out in every reflective surface? That's what we're talking about. I don't want to be, doing an investigation. This is all you, man. I just named a random forum poster that I can't stand. Doesn't mean I condone you trolling him or something. Actually, Mr. Coffee's fault for saying. What did you say, Mr. Coffee? What's Wormwood? Wormwood. That's his name. Wormwood. C.S. Lewis. It was all Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee is the founder of this insurrection. But I hate all forum know-it-alls, on principle. But lichess needs to make that a feature where you can block people. I can't even look at the forum without seeing this guy's opinion about something. It's just gross. Quora is pretty gross, actually. Whenever you type a question into your browser, it comes up with an answer from Quora. But you have to, sign up for that site? That's not happening. Sorry. I'll pass. The website for know-it-alls. Alright, bishop f1. So, going back a moment, I thought that I would play h4 if I was UberDriver. But UberDriver is like Mr. Principal. So he didn't want to weaken his king side. Instead, he just went to c7. Jeroen played the f3. Now his pawns are fixated. And now bishop f1. So here, again, we have the discussion about, the only way to defend the pawn seems to be king d7. There are tactics, maybe. Rook c8. Doesn't work. Knight takes d6 check. Well, actually, it's interesting. Rook c8, knight takes d6 check, bishop takes d6, bishop takes d6, rook takes c2. But black's king can't really get out of there. Black would be threatening rook c1, though. That line is kind of interesting. With the queen. Of course, h4 is still on the table. The queen can always draw back to h6. But it looks like he took my move. I don't know if Jeroen is watching the stream. The other idea, of course, is bishop takes d6, rook takes c4. Don't tell Jeroen. Jeroen. Don't tell Uberjar. Bishop takes d6, rook takes c4. Exactly, Bob. Exactly. Yeah, don't mess with the guy who has 13,000 forum posts, is what you get from this, dude. He'll destroy your troll ass, man. He's not playing with all of his marbles. There's no way that anybody with 13,000 forum posts is playing with what they call a full deck. Unless that was his job, you know, to answer forum posts. Even then, he'd probably be nuts from answering all those forum posts. If you're not crazy already, you are after answering those 13,000. But it's not like, you know, we're talking about, see, what I'm saying is, like, it's not a player who comes to lichess to engage, play chess, and be part of the community. They literally just post on every chess forum on the internet. He's just here for the forum. Knee deep in the plunge. Can you imagine his like living conditions? Talk about a hoarder. He has like 6 cats, 3 dogs. At least 60, Bob. Oh, this. Now we're really hitting d6. d6 is a goner. I hope Jeroen wasn't hoping for another suggestion about what to do here. Well, d6 is gone. Let's just accept that and move on. Black's pretty desperate here. Think he can hold tactically? Hold? How? It's like I was looking for e3. Can you do e3? Yeah, I mean e3, but I guess my problem with e3 is like knight takes e3. And like, what's our point? Knight takes e3? Yeah, he could have played, that's interesting, e3, like knight takes e3, maybe queen e7. But he's still bottled up. Man, maybe that works. Holy shit. You have e3, knight takes e3, queen e7. Castle's queenside. Is that the line you were looking at, Excel Poker? e3. It has to be e3 for black there. Because queen e7 would actually trap the bishop on c7. White can also, of course, play queen takes e3 check. But that's pretty dangerous. Because then king d7. And rook e8. And we're threatening both rook e8 and taking the bishop. knight, where? Knight e3. If I played knight e3, Uber driver's like listening to the stream. He's like, nope, e3 is not gonna happen. I don't know, man. We're in trouble. Black's in trouble. Trouble double. But I don't like the way like Yaroon only pushed his pawns down. It seems like he became too static. Last game of the round, presumably. There goes another rubber tree plant. How greedy is Uber driver? Bishop takes d6. Maybe there's a queen sack. Queen takes e3 is coming. Uber driver, what about castling, bro? What about development? Is rook f6 a thing? Bishop takes e7. Should settle that problem. Rook f6, bishop takes e7. Rook sack. Rook takes c2. That greedy Uber driver. All he thinks about is material. After this, one pawn up. You're going to manage to not be completely hopeless. Save a dog, welcome. Astrobate, move slower, guys. You're like the worst defender. You played the highest rated player in the tournament? No, it wasn't Schieberspieler. B5, anyone? That's a strong pawn. Principal chess of Uber driver. Oh my god, you didn't just play that. No way, dude. You castled queenside. That's insane. Oh my god, black had knight takes d5 there. Are you serious? Castles queenside is nuts. You gotta be nuts to play that. You're on the diagonal with that queen there. He had knight takes d5. Which is even stronger than the text move. I can't believe that you got away with this crap. Okay, queen takes e3. You got a massive pawn on f3. Dude, what are you doing? You gotta trade queens. You have a protected passer on f3. Alright. Urin's got a lot of opportunities. He shouldn't have had really any at the end here. But it looks like Uber driver is just gonna fall apart. c4 is hanging. Okay, it's not easy. Urin's kind of panicking in time pressure. Uber driver's the better, like, fast blitz player. But Uber driver made like 4 blunders in a row. Yeah, it was horrible. Black had all sorts of stuff. Phew. Always for the underdog. Root for the underdog. I don't know. I'm not trying to pick favorites. I guess I found myself mid-game starting to root for Jeroen because he was the underdog toward the end there. The latter part of this game was like filled with mistakes, though. Oh my god. Careful now. B4 might be a good idea. Ooh, cold-blooded. It's like the worst finish of a game ever. Jeroen managed to keep his composure, though. Yeah, now we only lost the rook. It's really no big deal. Just a minor material loss. 2 rooks. Oh my god. What did I say, that Uber Driver is better in fast blitz than Jeroen? Guys, that was a real horror show. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Phew. It was a good game up till the end, but I mean, man, there must have been like 10 blunders for both sides. Starting when Uber Driver castled queen side. Like, really, like the game was completely, I thought, it was completely reasonable up until this point. You know, what is this? Move 25. White should play, you know, clearly bishop h3. With the idea of castling king side, I guess. Castles queen side? There's a rook opposite your king, and the queen is on the diagonal pinning your knight? Are you kidding me? You can't say that's seriously your move. Now I'm gonna castle on move 25 into that. Black has knight takes d5. No, I mean, it's not even knight d5 works. I mean, knight d5, you know, he did knight f5. Knight d5, yeah, knight d5 like destroys white's strong point on d5. After which black is probably just like better, you know, maybe almost winning. No? Yeah. Wow, it's only slightly better. Holy crap. Rook takes d5. Rook takes d5. Amazing. Bishop h3. Man. That's a strong move. What's wrong with like rook c7? You have some tactical problems. Bishop e6 check. Wow, bishop h3 is nasty, so you have to find this amazing move. I thought that black was better. White has some amazing resources. Alright. Anyway, the game went downhill after that. It was fun until that point. Jeroen in first place after that convincing victory. That was certainly entertaining, guys. See, Uber Driver, that's what you get by castling. Always castling late, that Uber Driver. No, I meant castle king side. He just thought, he's like, oh, Kasparov, Topalov, I'll castle queen side. Jeroen is Dutch. Yeah. Good luck. Get a read on the opponent here. He doesn't play a lot of bullet. It's funny. We shouldn't get opponents offline on round 2, but people do get disconnected. Not to close Sicilian. Don't do this to me. Thanks everybody for playing. Please support the stream if you can. Gift a sub or subscribe yourselves, or make a small donation via bits. Appreciate the support. Thursday night stream is now on Saturday for this week. Just a little bit of an announcement. If you intend to submit a game for Thursday stream and you're a subscriber, that stream has been moved to Saturday night. So he's playing the old school Grand Prix attack. Thank you, Mr. Coffee. Hype train on the way. Hype train, current hype train conductor, Mr. Coffee. Saturday streams are rare. That's right. Yurun is one of our oldest, not oldest, but like one of our first viewers. He's former mod. Well, he's still a mod, but he's not here much. He's a good friend of the stream. Bishop b3. Okay. Bishop b3. What about bishop g4? That's probably overrated. What is the difference between being offline and being absent? Don't know. Technical questions. Too much for me. Akshay. No, that's an old. We've got no notifications today during the stream. Now this is a very strange move in a way. Rook e1. Generally, when you play the Grand Prix attack, I mean, your main idea is to like push f5. So that push is not on. He's going to the open file with the rook, but he doesn't have this sort of like normal play you're supposed to get in the Grand Prix attack. I can always play bishop g4. He simply will play h3, I'll capture, he'll take with the queen. If I play knight to d4, may not be that dangerous for white. I feel like that's... It's not clear what I'm supposed to do with this position, basically. Bishop here is kind of annoying. I could play knight a5. Blunderiferous. Blunderiferous. Blundiferous. It's a deep question. Too deep for me, man. What's the difference between a pair and two of a kind? Make him think. Maybe I'm talking about slot machines and it's a pair of lemons, you know, on the screen. Colloquially, pairs are connected to cards, I guess. C4. We go with C4. Pair of lemons. So the A6, B4 problem. A6 gel. Now it's better. I mean, now I have this clear shot for the D4 pawn. Melons. Yeah, watermelons. Watermelons are common on slot machines. PG-13. Chirpy birds. Really wanted to trap that bishop, but I just don't know if it's happening. Silly B4 move keeps coming in. Winning a pawn, but I don't know, you know. I don't know, you know. Big bass fisherman. What was that called? There was this game in the arcade, in the toy arcade. I'm trying to do my Canadian accent, but I haven't practiced for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, you saw that, did you? En passant, is that legal? The Bermuda Triangle. Oh my god, B5. That can't be a good move, master. French Canadian. I can't do that. That would be illegal. It would be illegal for me to do that. I know I'm going to blunder something here. It's a suicide. This is what I was talking about, the Bermuda Triangle, but now my knight is hanging. Oh, God. Maybe I should do it, though. Keep the pawn structure healthy. Health! Pure pawn structure. Yeah, I mean, our opponent is another plays too fast guy. I tried to get a read on him by looking at his game numbers, but he's only got 147 bullets. I thought, okay. He's not a bullet player. He's not a bullet player. He's a blitz player. Not that there's necessarily a big difference between the two. That's where you have to factor that in. Right. I'm going home. Nice knowing you. So now I got most of the Bermuda Triangle still intact here. But my advantage is relatively, like, minor. I'm only up a pawn. I figured there was some way I was gonna, like, get myself checkmated with his queen and his bishop on the long diagonal here, like trading on c3 and then like letting him take with the queen and then like walking into some kind of mate there. Wade's playing twice as fast as me. Why the OMG? In an actual overboard tournament, if the opponent doesn't show, period, do you start his clock when the game is supposed to start and just wait for the time to run out? Yeah, unless you don't bring your board like the time I played Kamsky. I didn't have a set with me, and I just sat there like an idiot, like waiting for God to show up. Waited like 15-20 minutes. And you can't start the clock if there is no clock. If both players are late, sometimes the arbiter will then like set up whenever a clock is available, we'll set it up where both players have less time. This was a long time ago. It's like 15 years ago. I don't remember. I think it was 7. It was around 2007. I don't remember exactly. A4. I was usually good, and I would bring my own pieces and clock, and Gata usually did, but I was counting on him to be on time, and he wasn't. So it was funny. I could have had like a 20-minute time edge, but I had none, because I didn't have a board end set. And if you play in the United States, it's important to have a lot of friends if you don't bring your own chess set, so you can like borrow a set from someone else. It was weird. I had a hard time finding anybody to like borrow a set from. All my friends were like using their sets or something. You could have borrowed someone else's set. The better organizers will provide them. Well, the pieces maybe. Clocks, usually not. Okay, we go to center. He's got the outside pass pawn. I had the central triangle. Oh, g4 instantaneously. He played it instantaneously. He knows about that. So my big plan was what? Originally to play knight d6, but we have to give passing consideration to knight h4. The idea of blockading. Risky. But as I like to say on my stream, like, it's risky to like cross the street. You might get hit by a bus. Knight on h4 is bad news. We should be fine. I'm like stuttering out of fear though. Fine. We should be fine. I sound like Scooby to Shaggy. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Everything's fine, Scooby. We're just getting mated by f5. Rook a2. No. Rook a2 is just getting out of the pin. Mr. Coffee, obviously an old school Scooby-Doo fan, like myself. The generation, the original Scooby-Doo generation. He was a latchkey Scooby-Doo. A latchkey Scooby-Doo viewer. The accent. He didn't play f5. Instead, rook a2. What would Botvinnik say about our control of the center? At the end of the day, material aside, principles are principles, and we have superior control of the center, and I think a safer king position. When you brought your own pieces and clock, were they rigged? I never used a rigged clock, but once I got this really shitty clock as a prize at a tournament. It was like the cheapest plastic clock ever. And I gave it to my roommate because he didn't have a clock. And the thing was, one side, it appeared that one side actually had a shorter flag or something. One side would always flag first. So, I mean, I just kind of was whatever, you can have it. I don't want it. It's a piece of crap. And then he started like using it in tournaments, so it was. I feel like I sanctioned his cheating with the clock there, but I remember playing some Hustler in New York City once. I suspected was using a rigged clock. What's we gonna do? I don't think we're in any like grave danger here. The outside pawn is a little bit scary. In fact, maybe I should play it this way. Speaking of getting mated on the long diagonal, you can't have too many blockaders of the outside passed pawn. Damn. Yeah, I think we just go with the go-go gadget. Go-go gadget pawns. That's a more modern cartoon. I'm letting my pawn structure hang loose here. Move 11 been around. And I talked to him yesterday. Yes, so yes. He hasn't played, though. I think he went to the city for something. Something non-chess related. That was what it was. So he hasn't played the last couple of days. He was talking about playing a tournament at the Marshall Chess Club in the city, maybe in 2 weeks or something. Mr. Coffee. If you're looking for a training game or something, he might be game. I think he'll be back. Yeah, he's been stopping by the stream. He finished second in this last week, right? It was good for him. He doesn't play enough. There it is, taking up the diagonal of death. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't feel good, mommy. No, we gotta grab this secondary nugget. And Marco's time use is surprising. He's very fast. Very practical. I can't trade queens. I don't know about descending. Queen G2, Queen G2, King G2. E2. R2, E2. How am I going to get it through? You know, he's going to blockade it. If I trade queens and play E2, King F3, Rook E8, Rook A1. Actually, I do have E2, but he can blockade with Bishop E1. I don't really like trading queens here. I think I prefer this way. We are going to have to be careful. But I'm 2 pawns up now with a killer pass pawn on the 6th. We have a message. Hey, how come nobody wanted to join our team? Nobody wants to join our... Rook A1. What a great practical player this guy is. He finds a lot of good practical moves quickly. To be honest. I'm only really like up on pawn. This pawn is irrelevant. So Rook E8 is interesting. Hitting C6 with check. That's great. Really want to see that happen. So not so easy. Beer is yummy. Bishop D4. I don't know. It's the battle of the outside passed pawns. The battle of the passed pawns. The A pawn versus the E pawn. That's all it comes down to, really. I have like a monster control of the center, but it feels like that's fading in significance. How important is it to control the center at this stage? You have to go soon. I'm sorry to hear that, Lakey. Yeah, but you don't drive. Don't drive in the city, man. I mean, you'd have to take public transportation. Take the train. Mr. Coffee, you live in Harrisburg. You would take the train. You would take the train to Philly and to New York City. I would never drive, man. Driving sucks. Plus, it can't be like that much cheaper. Go with Amtrak. Take the bus. Once I did a Greyhound from Philly to Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. I went through Harrisburg. Actually, the only time I've ever been to Harrisburg. I left my bag on the bus. The bus is fun. Got a lot of psychopaths there. You might meet your future wife. Going by bus is asking a shot. I had this friend of mine. He speaks Spanish because he lived in Spain for a little bit, but he's like, "Oh, I want to leave the United States," and he's like, "Maybe I've been seriously thinking of moving to Mexico." Like, dude, seriously? Mexico? Like, even if you're Latino, I wouldn't move to Mexico. If you want to leave the United States because the United States sucks, why would you pick like one of the only other countries where it's more likely you'll get shot than the United States? You know? It's ridiculous. Mexico's fine. Sure, Bob, it's fine. If I could get like teleported to Cabo San Lucas or something, maybe. Like there's a few places that might be okay. It's fine. Dude, I'm not even comfortable in the United States. Let alone like Mexico. Mr. Coffee's afraid to get on a bus in the US. Good luck with Mexico. Bob, why don't you live in Mexico? Bob, are you of Mexican heritage? Puerto Rico's another story. Now there you just gotta watch out for the hurricanes, basically. An entire, like, energy wipeout of the power grid or something like that, and then looting after the next hurricane. Climate change is real in Puerto Rico. I can find fault with anything. But I imagine Puerto Rico is okay, you know, in general. Move to Panama. Who was saying they wanted to go to Panama? Crime rates even in Costa Rica are way up. Chile is way up. Alright. Even countries that were formerly like pretty safe. It's the end of the world. It's just a matter of time. Zombie apocalypse is coming. And it's going to start either in the United States or Mexico. If you ever get the buy-in, oh man, White just like totally just died with Rook A2. Is he died? That's a funny position. Now this just like lets me queen, right? But the funny line was queen g1. I play e2. He plays rook a1, and then I do like rook d8, right? And if king h2, queen a1, rook d1, queen anywhere, e1 queen, and he never has perpetual. Yeah, he just let the pawn go through. Pawnda. You hear Venezuela is a good place these days. Yeah, I mean, it's in the news. Now that we're talking about politics, the Mexican president like wants to bring Venezuela, Cuba, and wherever to the table. So he's refusing to go to this big political meetup. I figured, yeah, why not? You know, why don't they invite Venezuela and shit? I mean, Biden sent representatives down there looking for oil deals a while back. I mean, maybe we should, you know, let these dictators come to the table in light of, you know, the bigger problems that we're facing. Alright. Schieberspieler with 2. Play like Kasparov with 2. Leakey with 2, with a forfeit win and a forfeit win. How did you get a second forfeit win? No, you had a bye and a forfeit win. Yeah, Akshak has been nothing but problems. That's the guy that like came late against me and flagged me. But I don't understand why people are getting second round forfeit win. XL Poker 2-0 with legit results. The second round forfeit. Yeah, that's weird. He wasn't here for the first game. Oh, I get it. Oh my god, that's so sick. So Akshak forfeited. He was forfeited against by Palos. Palos didn't show up. Forfeited to Akshak. Akshak got the point without moving a piece. Oh my god. You're right, Bob. I'm sorry. Venezuelan chess is some of the finest. Food wasn't bad in Venezuela, but I liked it. It was pretty good. It's like baseball, man. Like most of the players in the Major League Baseball are either from the Dominican Republic or Venezuela. How is that possible that they have so many? How do they, especially like the Dominican Republic is pretty small. Actually, it's pretty small. Like, how do they have so many professional baseball players from the Dominican Republic? Is like everybody a professional baseball player in the whole country, or what? Like, that's crazy. Venezuela's almost as bad, but Venezuela's larger, you know? I don't know, man. Bob's sick. He's a sick individual. No, I understand that, Bob. David Ortiz probably has his own, like, baseball farm in the Dominican Republic, but it's still not that big of a country, you know, to have that amount of, like, great players from one relatively, like, you know, small island. It's sort of insane. Alright. What are we going to do? One game ongoing. Ruslan. All NMs rated 2178 in California with unusual names. How could you, like, possibly search for NMs rated 2178? Well, it says National Master on your profile. Why unusual names, Bob? How did you... This guy that you're like investigating, why do you know he's got an unusual... How do you know he's got an unusual name? But he said his rating, so you might as well just like, that's like giving away your identity. I mean, there's not that many people rated like specifically 2178. If he was really serious about protecting his identity, he wouldn't post his exact rating. I mean, he won't be able to take Bob to court for that. Bob, you really need to invest your energy somewhere else. He tried to find my mobile phone, but he never could. Oh shit. Bob with the research. If only you invested your powers for good rather than evil, Bob. It's Uber Driver again. The longest game of the round. Ruslan is worse, but he's fast, and he never uses time. This is like a simul game. Yeah, Bob, why don't you go down to Quantico and sign up for the CIA or whatever? Are you still living in the East Coast? They could use someone like you. They don't accept perverts. Or maybe they do. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. You probably know. Quantico's FBI. Yeah, I watch too much X-Files or something. Alright. Too much X-Files is not good for us. Speaking of Arsenal fan, maybe White should really go for it here with something crazy like C5. C5, knight takes C5, D6. Just doesn't look like it does anything. Oh man. Ruslan just straight up blundered. Straight up blunder. Uber Driver is not a tactical. He's not a tactical jigsaw. There it is. There it is. One too many exchanges. Bite the dust. This must have been a classical opening. Actually, what does Ruslan play in the classical openings? Oh, Ruslan played F4. Maybe this is special for Uber Driver. Oh man, I want to get a bird's opening. He played H3. I want to get a bird's opening against Uber Driver. Boris passed the vote of confidence. Yes. The Conservative Party. I know that I have the utmost respect for Boris. Whatever, man. I'm not making fun of other countries' leaders after Donald Trump and Orban. I mean, compared to Donald Trump and Orban, like, is Boris really worse? Wherever I go is like a disaster. Alright. Still not over. White could get a passer going with C5 and D6. This outsider is a killer though. The H pawn. This should be easy. The only Boris you know? Dude. Boris is like Billy Bob. That is mate, bro. Brah, as Prem666 would say. Mate and 2, brah. Uber Driver he's a practiced veteran. A practiced chess veteran. The one thing about Uber Driver that I'm surprised is that he never, as far as I know, got the National Master title. Uber Driver for National Master. It's not too late. Uber's identity. I don't know. Ask him his all-time high U.S. rating. It's probably like 2150 or something. I'm sort of disappointed in Uber Driver that he never got to National Master. He could have been a contender. It's a bigger deal though, like in the U.S. XL Poker, because like, I mean, until the last like 15 years, not a lot of players had FIDE ratings, so I feel like it was always a kind of bigger deal to American players than like European players or something like that. And then you can be like a live streamer and have huge street cred. I mean, do they have National Master in like Germany and in Sweden? Is that, it's not really a thing, right? I mean, but the Germans have their own rating system. Is it a numeric rating system the same as FIDE? What do you mean they have CM in Germany? That's a FIDE title. Does Germany even have its own rating system? Alright, back to the tournament. But I mean, do they do it like the Brits, where it's like a 3-digit number? Like you're a 135? How do the German ratings compare? I never hear like people say what their German rating is. It's weird. Ingo and Inga. I played a guy named Ingo. I remember. Okay, so it's slightly deflated. Oh, Play Like Kaspar was in first place. Thank God I got white. Enough of this birds opening. We can't do that against everybody. Though, it might be a good idea against him. Is Play Like Kaspar legit? I don't know. He used to be legit. But he disappeared from the stream for like a year and then came back and like destroyed me or something. And now he's like playing a different opening. I think he's like a different player. I love it when people like don't come to my stream for like a year. He had lost like 20 games in a row. They came back and beat me. But it wasn't a computer game. Like, it looked legit, but like master level. I should have drawn that game. But that's always awesome, you know, when I don't see someone for like, Morales does that too. He'll disappear for like 6 months, come back and then crush me. Oh, I haven't played chess at all in 3 years. You gotta buy. Good news. You will not go home without a point. addicted to the bird. Addicted to bird. How's my beer doing? Oh, we're already halfway through the tournament. Play a King's Gambit or a Vienna? It could have been a King's Gambit if he had played e5 on move 1. I wonder how good it is to play bishop takes f3 here. It's not bad, for sure. So I guess he plays the Sicilian. Excel Poker has to play Schieber. Blitz Scientist. The good thing about Schieber is like you can prepare for him. Because he always has a very very regimented opening repertoire. Schieber Spieler like has his entire opening repertoire like printed out. Yeah, I like this close Sicilian. It seems like a kind of bad close Sicilian for black. At least theoretically. It doesn't seem like the black side of close Sicilian it's good to play like a hedgehog. Also against the King's Indian attack. It doesn't seem like this sort of hedgehog setup isn't very effective against close Sicilian and King's Indian attack. Basically, I have f4, f5 plan, and black doesn't have a plan. That's kind of how it goes here. But on the other side, like I'm not an expert in playing the close Sicilian, so if I don't want it to be a close Sicilian, I technically have to not play e4. And you can do that. I mean, I've tried it in another game on the stream. I think I played like in a similar position, knight c3. I mean, probably castles first is fine. I actually thought like he might do some ridiculous craziness, you know, like h5, h4. I'm gonna wait and see, you know. He's not going to do some insane shit before I commit to castling. Although now, you know, I've been here, done that with black's side of the board. I basically know the h5 type of thing it's incorrect. Having tried to do it myself, it's a hybrid. Close Sicilian, King's Indian attack. Both sides were like waiting for the other guy to castle. F5 bit early. So what? I want to play for f5. How do I play f5? There's always h3, g4. Radically weakening my king side. Not sure about this. It's alright. Well, a6. Both sides have wasted some tempi, perhaps. Tempai. How about the old summon on sound approach, like bishop e3, bishop g1? Complete the development. Knight e3. Masculine fashion. Thank you. I believe so. I believe so. You're right. It is quite masculine. My style of play. Masculine is my middle name. Muscular. Mollusk. I'm so masculine they call me the mollusk. Don't exchange anything if you want to win. Keep the tension. Be the first to donate. Donate a gift sub. Come on, Bob. You want to do it. You know you do. F5 is beckoning. Beckham. I just did that? Is that a good move? The Beckhams. Perhaps a mistake. Wait, what? I don't understand. Why are you talking about the price of gas? The mollusk. Send me some lobsters. Donate lobsters. Oh, that's why you're not gifting subs. Because the price of gas is high. Unbelievable. It took me so long to put it together. But it makes sense. How much is Starbucks coffee? Large. Venti. 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 Sorry, Venti. A Venti. A Venti. Knight c4, d5. Oh my god, man. What am I going to do about the pawn now? I guess I put my rook on the wrong square. Damn it. I can play b3. You're not afraid of the bus. I can't believe Mr. Coffee's afraid of the bus. Grown man afraid of the bus. Bring your gun, dude. Pennsylvania's not open carry, is it? It should be. Hardcore Republican state like that. Imagine if it's like open carry. Constitutional carry in the streets of Philadelphia. Just this weekend, like, people got gunned down on South Street. Even without, like, legalizing guns, it's like... I can't stop talking about politics. So narrow-minded. Play like Kasparov. Also, the new play like Kasparov is taking his time more than he used to. Maybe I should have played rook d1. f5? Where's my attack? I'm gonna go for it. Pandemonium. Wow. He's playing so quick decisions. The e6 is super weak here. The question, did I have anything? Did I have knight takes f5, rook f5, queen e6 check, rook f7, knight g5? Probably not. Like, the bishop on c8 a lot of times is important in controlling, you know, defensive ideas here. Oh man, I have knight d5 now. He stops knight h5 though. He also defends f5. Looks like black might lose material. It looks like black might lose material. Bishop b7. Knight e6 winning the exchange. Or queen g2. I think knight e6. Knight e6, knight e6. Knight e6, knight e6, queen g2, check. Something interposes. I'm sure I'm blundering something. Why is Bob not playing in the tournament? You found a mate at 20? This works? I hope it works. It's surprising if I actually found a tactic that works. Ooh. 2 and 2 equals 4. That's right. That's what Mr. Coffee did. It was Mr. Coffee's idea to out Wormwood like that. I've got to defrost my fridge. How long does it take to defrost the fridge? Anybody? Softwood. Tell him you got a baseball bat to sell. How long can I expect I have to wait if I have to defrost my fridge? Wow, we got a huge... How long do I have to let the water stand before I pour it in my fish tank? Without rusting the process, it will take approximately 2 hours for all the ice to melt. But what if you like have like total ice overgrowth? The fridge hasn't been defrosted like ever. Wow, come to daddy. Looks like Black's fishing for some tricky tricks. He's offering up the f5 pawn. Like to play knight h5? If I play knight f5, knight h5, queen e4, I feel like I'd rather not do that. So where should you go? What would Uber driver do? This bishop is like keeping me in jail, by the way. What about knight d5? You know, it's interesting that nothing can really attack my queen right now. I feel like that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean the frost free, it's older. Put something warm inside, a pan with hot water. Well, this thing has got a lot of ice, so it's gonna have a lot of water. I've got to get something under it to, like, you know, in the fridge to contain all the water that's gonna melt out. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put water in it necessarily. I have no problem with it melting. I'm just curious how long it's going to take. How long will I have to go without cold beer? Oh my God. My name is George Bush. George W. Bush. And I'm the favorite president. No, that's more like Bill Clinton. I'm the favorite president of Bob Sacamano. I need to get my rook in the game. My name is G.W. Bush. Queen George Washington Bush. Queen e7. Queen e7, knight f7? I don't like it. This has to go. Bishop's killing me. Go! You know, the bishop has to go so that my rook can get in the game. My daddy used to say, my papa used to say. I see a lot of that lately. Juicebox Wizard. There's a lot of love for George Bush. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't interested in politics. How does that work, Master? Rook f7? I was so distracted by the chat, I just believed it. Oh, it's a trick. It's a trap. It's a mate on the diagonal. Look at that. I'm like, wait, that's not protected. Queen takes f7, queen a8 check, knight e4. What a trickster. Queen f7. Yeah, queen f7, and I'm gonna get mated on the diagonal. I wasn't gonna take it anyway, man. Do whatever you want. I have queen d5. Right. I thought I could push some buttons in the Bob world. You're not the only one that's allowed to push buttons, Bob. Queen f7, queen e8, knight e4, pawn takes pawn. Now, how do I avoid getting mated there? It looks kind of tricky. Don't really like that. Really hard to avoid getting mated. So I think we don't. Just don't. Please. Just don't. But where to go? I mean, d5 is more centralized. Guess we want the centralized square. Theoretically. If we're going to drop the knight anyway, I mean, we want to stay centralized. Go, juice box! It's like battle bots. Blue versus red. Do you guys want the blue bot or the red bot? Death, like cage match between Juicebox. Political cage match. Juicebox versus Bob Sacamano. Now we'll really have some fun. What modern criminal isn't a president? Yeah, this is painful for Bob now. We have to put him in the cage with one of his friends. I'm just gonna drink beer and sit back and watch the cage match. Don't get my hands dirty. Come on, guys. I know that beer costs $5 a gallon, but I really need some donations to support the stream. Can you help me out with the donation? Despite the fact that beer costs $5 a gallon. I'm just happy I made it to like deep in round 3 before I opened my second beer. Now he's still playing for that back rank tactic. That can't work forever. I think he's done here. Not yet, though. Almost. Almost ready. This would be funny if I like trapped my queen in mid board with this move. It almost does. It's pretty awkward actually. Rook f3, knight c7. There's gotta be something there. Why do I have less time than the opponent? This winning position. Offering the rook was too obvious. Anyone attuned to the psychic network would have seen right through that. Bishop takes. c5, no. h3 just doesn't seem to help matters. Let's see, h3, rook h6. We need to not screw around here. Queen f3. What's wrong with rook takes e6? It doesn't really work that well. I'm just dropping material there. I have rook f3. I'm gonna do it. I've got this. I've got this. Here. The cute row. How's my bishop on g1? I got this from our hero, someone on sound. No, not completely. I mean, it's a Karpov thing. Also, the Fianchetto Grunfeld. You see, rook takes e6 didn't work because of rook e6, queen e6, queen a8, followed by bad things. Bad things. He's got very deep ideas on the late square diagonal. Extremely deep sacrifices. But we're putting a blocker rook in the way. This also enables me to, maybe play h3 at some point. Blocker rook. Block island sound. Okay, so now queen c6 looks reasonable. Just, is there anything else? Queen c4. The diagonal, I don't like the diagonal. Alright. Yeah. Yep. Tactics. The ultimate master of tactics. It's kind of amazing the way he's pasted this together, no? He's 2380 now, and 1900 in classical. Very few bullet games. Very few rapid games, actually. Very few bullet, very few rapid, lots of blitz. But the rapid blitz is a 2-Charlotte rating. Yeah, a little bit. He might be legit, though. The rating rapids are, the rapid is pretty inflated, so 2380 is probably not that unreasonable for someone in that rating range. So I wouldn't say he's a 2-Char necessarily. Not necessarily. What am I doing now? Oh, we need to coordinate. The master of coordination, please stand up. What happened? I feel like I'm missing some kind of tactic. We gotta get coordinated. I mean, queen f3. Like, stupid bishop on g1. Yeah, like good old infinite flash chess. Self proclaimed cheater. There's a guy here that says he can win you easy. That happened to me in Romania once. How's my queen doing? Oh man, there's all sorts of nasty stuff now. Mr. Bob. This has to be a blunder. How bad a blunder, though? Objectively. He has a one-track mind. Unbelievable. Okay. Wow. That is crazy. He's like creepy with the tactics, no? Creepy tactics. Yeah, I don't think I should like pin myself. Wait, this is okay. Blackmar. You played the Blackmar? Nice choice. Did you swindle Schieberspieler? Cheap gambits are the only way to go. Black resigned. Wow, Excel Poker. He beat Schieberspieler with cheap tactical chess. It's the only way to play against him. How else would you possibly beat him? Like in a normal, strategically correct game? Alright, 2 players want to join. Galactic Bird and Lion Boruto played like shit. I don't know, I was kind of scared. For me, I wouldn't say that, but you know, from my perspective, I don't think you played like shit, but maybe you missed something. I think we both played like shit. Judging by the number of mistakes and blunders, putting inaccuracies aside, I have 2 mistakes, 1 blunder, and player like Sparrow has 1 mistake, 4 blunders. Player who plays more blunders maybe loses. It wasn't the greatest game. He had rook h3 rather than rook g6. Really? Oh. Yeah, I could be in trouble. I guess I have a weird move there, like bishop g3 or something. I can put my bishop... Where's my bishop? Maybe not. My bishop's still on g1. Computer didn't see anything at the end, though. I must have been winning anyway. Looks like I have to play... the Gambit King. A Gambit Kirai. Please, no crazy gambits. Excel Poker. So much for Schieberspieler's preparation. He didn't prepare for the suspicious users. What was that? Dude, what was that about? Oh, Bob offended another viewer. Imagine that. Bad beat. Schieberspieler suffering a bad beat against Excel Poker. Yeah, no, he looked like a legit troll. He's not like the 10 legitimate good viewers you've offended on our stream. It's alright if you offend the legit trolls. Now, is Robert Paulson a troll? Alright, who's going to donate our first gift sub? Get the hype train started. Usually you gift subs to the trolls, Bob. I mean, now this gas price thing is gonna make it so you no longer like give gift subs to trolls. Is that where we're at here? Schieberspieler. Seriously? Everybody needs to chill out. Who is this Robert Paulson guy? Foxy openings? Man, that's from like the 90s. Only a timeout? Ten seconds. Isn't that a mistake? You're letting me equalize with knight takes e4? The old knight takes e4. He's supposed to play bishop e3 first. It's a common like inaccuracy by white, but it may be very drawish. Yeah, Mr. Coffee took you out for 10 seconds. Bishop d4? What? I had a Foxy Openings VHS tape. I think I must have thrown it in the trash. Robert Paulson. You're 2197 after beating 3 masters and an expert, going perfect in the best tournament of my life. Was it like a quad? Wait, no, you played 4 players? Wow, you were 4-0? Nice job. Time control? Wait, what am I doing here? I've never seen anyone do this. This is weird. Nice. Classical 4-round tournament. Denver? I had to throw everything in the trash. It wasn't really something I wanted to do. All my cassette tapes, all my VHS tapes of everything. I had to bail out. I had no place to put the stuff. It's a tragedy. Colorado class master expert section. Master expert section. Shit. So you won the tournament clear? 4-0? Nice job. E5, bishop c5. I'm not impressed by that. So what am I supposed to play? Interesting. Bishop takes d4. Should I take on e4 or take on c4? This is an interesting position. I don't know what the best move is. E5, bishop c5. And if I move my rook, he has knight to d6, and I have to sack in exchange. That's not right, is it, Master? Unless I have a brilliant move there. I just want to check one line. E5, bishop c5, rook e8. Would I even want to do that? Why would I even want to do this? Yeah, I mean, it seems crazy. It seems crazy. I'm just going to take. He has this pawn here that's kind of weak. He'll have to play b3 and trade off my weakness. I think I want to trade queens. Keep the bishop pair. Bob's advice. Yeah, I'd like to keep the bishop pair, Bob, but the problem is I'm going to lose the exchange. E5, bishop c5, rook e8. I mean, he's still got a bishop pair too. Rook e8. There was only one line that I liked. It was this really weird idea. E5, bishop c5, rook e8, knight d6, bishop f8. Knight takes e8, and now bishop takes c5. That variation might actually be interesting. But nice job. Congratulations to Camel Culture. My breakthrough tournament was pretty similar, although I didn't cross 2200 till later. I had this one tournament where I beat like 3 FMs in a row. I didn't get to 2200. Well, you didn't get to 2200 either, but I only got to like 2160 or something in my first really good result. But it sounds similar, better than mine. What about FIDE rating, Camel Culture? Do you have a FIDE rating already? Look at this. The rook d4. The beer counter. Where's the beer counter right now? You gotta watch out for rook takes c4. You have a 1900 FIDE, that sucks. I mean, I don't mean it like that. It just sucks that you have a rating at all, you know, because that sucks that you have like a bad one. Because it's going to be harder to get to move it up a little. Although you probably have a 40k factor, it won't be a big issue. As long as your K factor is high, it doesn't really matter. Things are different than the old days. Okay, there I dropped the exchange or something. I don't want to like lose or something. I keep saying or something. What am I saying this word constantly for? So now rook takes c4. Or something. Do you incessantly keep saying the same word like an idiot? Alright. Please incessantly keep saying the same word. Like an idiot. I had an idea. There was another idea too, to play like c3. Keep thinking of that Primus song when you bring up Busiest Beaver reference. Alright. Bishop e6, knight c5, bishop d5, knight d7 drops the exchange, so that's brilliant. Brilliant. c3 doesn't do anything. Bishop c5 is a draw. Southern draw. I want to get to the open file. Bishop e6, knight c5, rook d8, knight takes e6, pawn e6. My structure sucks so bad that I can't win. Maybe I could even lose it. But see, this is why I like having time. This is the kind of position where you can really use your time. No one appreciates it. You do the Alexander Ivanov and you just like tank for most of your time on one move and then play the blitz game. We reach the critical position. I feel it. There's something here. c5. Knight takes c5, c3. No. Bishop f5. Rook takes c4. TV. What's that? Bishop f5 and rook d8 is an interesting idea. c3. c3, knight c3 is an interesting idea as well. And then bishop f5 to attack the c2 pawn. Then rook d2. White has the better structure. But I have rook d8. Rook d8, rook d1. Some combination of the above. Bishop f5, rook takes c4, rook d8. What does that do? Pretty much nothing special. This is a weird game. Bishop e6, knight c5. c3 there. He just destroys my pawn structure. Not really down with getting my pawn structure destroyed. I mean, bishop e6, knight c5, bishop f5, rook takes c4, rook d8 or something. He even has maybe g4. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. It just sucks. I'm just like picking a move at random, I don't know. Random move counter. Pawn is doomed anyway. You can try to drive his knight back to a less useful square. Then bishop e6. Good old times. Robert Paulson, who are you? Do we know you under another account name? Are you sure you're not Bob? You said you're not Bob. Can I get a confirmation that he's not a Bob? He's not a Bob? Can anyone confirm or deny that Robert Paulson is not Bob? Last time he strongly claimed he was not Bob. Bob confirms. Right. Exactly. That's all the evidence I wanted to see. Okay, what do we do now? What do we do now? Your Jim. Is that a fact? Is that you, Jim? Jim was never a borderline troll. Jim has changed. He had a lobotomy. You can call me Jim. Alright, so here we are. But I like the fact that he's tied down to protecting his shit here. So what's the plan, boys and girls? What's the plan now? Get active whilst you can. Oh shit. Yeah, I have to do that. This is a good move. Oh, he saw this. He had an idea. The man had an idea. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. And there's another problem. Playing like a pro. There it is, B3. So what am I supposed to play here? What do you want me to play? Rook d7. Bob, you're serious, right? You asked me to be a macho? You want me to play like a macho? And you're suggesting rook d7? Are you serious? You think that's a macho move? That's like the old people I saw hunched over crossing the street today. There's like this man and this grandpa and his wife. They're both completely hunched over like turtles crossing the road. It was funny because they both had the same level of like hunchbackness, and the man like didn't even care that his wife was like crossing the road behind him. I think every time he crosses the road first, he's like hoping she gets hit by a car. Like if my like granny was like crossing the road all hunched over, I would be like checking to see if she was crossing okay. The old guy like didn't watch, and then would like turn over. He would like turn around and see if she was still there, or she'd been like smashed in the road or something. There is something beautiful about it. It was kind of cool. You never see that, like two old people equally hunchbacked. They look like two turtles crossing the road. It was really funny. Funny yet heartwarming. Jeez. Does the man ever blunder or make some sort of mistake? And he's super fast too. Resonant Spectre. Talking about pairings here. First things first. Damn, he's got 3 times as much time as me. It's brutal. Just don't think. I used all my time thinking. Thinking is just overrated, huh? Uh-oh. Knight c4. He wanted to sidestep some sort of tactical threat there. Then played knight c4. Okay. Very well. There will be a fork threat at some point. I can't really talk too much. Time's getting kind of short here. What if it's a draw? How do you know who you play? Okay, what do I do? King f6? Everybody's improving their king position. Whoa. What do I play now? E5, E5, knight A5. Seems like a problem. Wait, this is a problem too. Okay. That answers that question. E5, knight A5, C5. Damn. I'm just lost. I think it's that simple, is it? It's not that simple. It's amazing it's his time use. The Dorfman method doesn't apply when the guy's got his rook on an open file and he's just going to invade here. I mean, I really don't think I can avoid trading rooks there. The idea that pieces, work better together. Certain pieces work better together. G4. H4. He can almost make instantaneous moves. What's up with bishop b1? Nothing? Okay. Very clutch play by white here. Alright. Still not over. Yeah, I mean, the time is unbelievable. He doesn't even have to think, and he plays amazing chess. Yeah, he's totally flexing. Well, he did something to piss Schieberspieler off, for sure. He's got a really driven approach today. Wait, what? Obviously, I can't lose that pawn. Yeah, Ruslan, that's a good pairing. That makes sense. Yeah, dude, he freaked out. He totally freaked out. He was really upset. He said he won't play in the tournaments anymore. Why? Because the guy played a coffeehouse opening against him? Are you serious? I never saw Schieberspieler, like, become totally tilted before. Yeah, really. I don't think he was joking. Maybe he had a tough day. I don't know. Yeah. Seriously. Now he just has B4, easy win. Missed the mustard. Yeah, he was really upset. How does this work? Yeah, dude, it's like complaining that, you know, you like got a bad beat in poker or something. It's totally a stupid point. Oh. So how does this work again? Insta finds the idea of H4. Not hard, though. Could I played it different not to allow that? I could have played H4. How is he so fucking fast and making good moves too? It's not fair. Totally, Bob. You should go for it. So if he plays like knight f7, bishop h3, takes g2, this pawn is a huge problem on g2. The master of flag? Flagged them? Damn, dude. Flag master. It was like a Korchnoi meltdown, I guess. I'm surprised he didn't start like calling him an Indian or something. No, none of that now. You're kidding me, right? You just... Damn it, you can do that? Oh, he just happens to have this. Wow, miraculous. Couldn't you just like promote it? Check this game out by white. Phew. 3 blunders. Never had a chance. I never had a chance. I was lost since move 27. The endgame was a perfect endgame by white. 3 blunders. Let's see. He dropped down to 1.3. I had a chance. I did have a chance. Here at move 40, move 38, again at move 42, move 43. Phew, shit. I had a chance at move 43. Wow. Holy shit, it's a draw. He was winning, but allowed me a chance here with A4. How am I supposed to play this if I don't play king a5? Bishop b1 was best. Shit. I just didn't have any time. Wow, a4 is a blunder. There was another blunder. b4 was a blunder. A tremendous game by white. Bishop d4, check this out. Never been played before. Knight takes c6 has to be in the database. This is impossible. What the fuck? Oh, that's my games. This has never been played? Bishop d4? What the fuck? Rook d4? Damn, dude, that's the best move. e5? I'm better here. Only c3 is a mistake. Wow. Rook b4. I spent forever on this position. I almost played bishop e6, but knight c5, I didn't like it. This is better than what I did. I thought you were fine here. I have rook takes b2. I mean, I guess you take and then play like b3 or something. King f1. Yeah, it was better. I should have gone for it. Good game. Yeah, I should have gone for this. It was too hard to play with the knight versus bishop. Good game. Last round. Yeah, I need to. He's not the champion, especially if you beat him. Alright. Fully on tilt. High Thamed, because there are more than one factor at play in a chess game. It's very deep. Believe it or not, there are like dozens of factors that have to be evaluated in any given position. So always having double pawns aren't always bad, or the most important factor in a position. I know that's difficult to understand. If something was always relevant, then chess would be easy to play. But that's what makes chess hard, you know. You can't just be like, well, double pawns, you know. That's bad. Just be easy if you could evaluate positions like that. He didn't crush Schieberspieler. Apparently Schieberspieler dropped his queen and he was pissed. That like, you know, XL Poker didn't resign in like a lost position. Schieber went Korchnoi. He's probably like slamming the pieces now. He's normally really chill, I don't know. He must be under stress or something. Petrosian? I never heard of Petrosian like losing his temper. Seemed very level. Start throwing the pieces and knocking everything over. You're an idiot because you didn't resign. He did that with my friend. Oh, here's the h3 position, no? Wait, was this the game I had the other day? I had a similar line against Arun. D4, G4, Knight G5, H6. Was this the same position? But at some point I did something really bad. I'm very likely to tilt now that I lost the last game. Position required too much accuracy. I didn't have enough time. I wouldn't have lost that ending in a classical game, but it's hard in this time control. It was much easier for him to play with a knight versus bishop. I'm not surprised at the end, though. I had a draw. Oh, you're thinking the all-night cheater one. Oh, poor Bob. Oh shit, did I time him out again by accident? This is crazy. That's the second time I accidentally timed Bob out. Mr. Coffee, can you get him? I'm sorry. He's like circling around the drain. Sorry, it's the mouse. Try to get him before before we flush him down the drain. Sorry. Sorry about that. Wait. Bob, you have to go to like basic chess historical school. You have to at least know like the world champions. You were talking about, can you say the 50 states? Bob has to like learn to master the world champions. Can you master the world champions? And then we won't accidentally ban you anymore. Alright, so this is like not the same as my game from the Simul on Sunday. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for catching Bob. It was some weird-ass move. Different position. Shit. I really shouldn't play the birds in a critical game against the great Uber driver. I wonder about e4. Doesn't feel right. Bob, we're just getting you a little closer to the all-time block, all-time timeout record. Getting closer. I just want to like get you a little closer to the record. What don't we do here is allow like this ending with take, queen takes d1 check, which was a piece of trash. I think I'm probably supposed to take on d6 actually. But it's scary. Kind of scary. Yes. Yes. Oh man, this is actually similar to a line I looked at with Yabatis. Spectacular Camel. Similar line as well. How did that go? Man, I don't know. This looks dangerous. Mr. Shitty. Yeah, you're good at trolling. Oh shit. Banned? Would you mind if I develop some pieces while we're here? C3. Does that seem like a good move to you? I like reinforcing my pawn. I do. Am I gonna lose a knight? Maybe. I'll have to play it like a king's gambit. I mean, it is very similar to a king's gambit. I do have queen b3. It's probably not a great move in most situations. All right, dude. All right. No. You can say stupid comments about the pawn structure, but please don't suggest moves while we're playing the last round of the tournament to determine who wins. That should be pretty obvious, right? You don't like sit there and like, oh, bishop f5. He's like h6. It doesn't even work, but, it could potentially be dangerous. No. No suggestions. How about e4, then h6? Queen b3, anybody? I have h3. That's a good move. Surprisingly, might even be playable. h4. Uber Driver is extremely materialistic. Alright. I don't know, man. I'm not really losing a piece, right? I could always play d5 and knight e6. Knight h3. That's like Asterbait. I think now he should be suggesting h6. You were early with the h6, now h6. It almost wins a piece. There's still too much tilt from that first game. I mean, the last game. I feel like we should have something here. There's knight h3. Pawn takes pawn, queen h5 check. My god. h4. e5. I feel like I have to sack a piece somehow. There's always like knight f3. Alright, I'm gonna do this. I'm sacking a piece. Let Steinitz figure it out. Excel Poker is chatting a lot in the chat there. Both sides stand poorly. Now, who's that a famous quote by? That sounds like one of those like classic chess quotes. Come on, come on. Which way do I sack my knight? I wonder if it's easier just to bring it back to like f3 and let him take it there and take with my queen so I develop a piece. Like, what's the freaking difference, right? Say he plays bishop e7. Should I play knight h3 or knight f3? If knight h3, he takes, I play queen h5 check. He places his king on f8. I take with the queen on h3. Variation B, I play knight f3. I mean, he could potentially like castle long or something. I'm gonna go with knight h3. You're sure Uber is loving this game? You think he's loving it? I think he's gonna get into the Slaggy All-Time Brilliancy collection. I introduced you to the concept of the pawn chain. You heard of the Stonewall attack? Oh, he likes the attention. Yeah, Bob, I had to start to think he was you for a while. But he's good-natured. He could always, like, dramatically sacrifice a piece back. Achievement get connect 4. Uber driver, you're supposed to castle. You never castle. He's always mocking for not castling. You're not castling, man. Every single game you don't castle. Like, you have no respect for the castling. Classical players always castle, Uber driver. I just think it's a hard position to play, man. I mean, I've been in that kind of situation. He does. He's sacking the piece back. Wow. Yeah, he didn't like this. He sacked for the connect 4. Return sacrifice. Alright, now we're playing chess. Here we go. Material is equal. Black cannot castle. His king is trapped on f8. What a practical decision by the Uber driver. Yeah, by eliminating my pawn chain, you know. Okay, this pawn is important. It's pretty important, actually. I mean, it's tying him up, so I have to really consider even trading queens. I hate to think of it. Do I really want to lose that pawn? I might lose it anyway, though. Queens, let's say I want to like castle quickly. How do I do that? Any other targets? I mean, obviously his king. If I could get like my knight on b5, not really. Watch the queen h4 check. I almost played queen g3, or at least I considered it, you know, as a move, a candidate move. That's pretty dangerous, actually. Queen h4 check. I don't like this. I'm really gonna trade queens like a loser here. Queen e3. That sucks. His king's in the center. He has this bishop h4 check, though. That's pretty disruptive. What if I played bishop e3? He's taking on b2. Knight c3. Knight c3 is okay. Queen e5 check, bishop e2. That's probably my best line. How does it go after that, though? I think this is my best line. He can trade queens with queen h4. If he's really a chicken, only like the biggest chicken in the world would play queen h4 check here. We'll have to do like the chicken dance or something like buck buck buck. Like if he does that, I'll do like seriously start making like chicken sounds. Nobody plays queen h4 here. So they're a massive chicken. He could be like slightly worse there. I want to guard the e4 in case of bishop h4 check g3. Queen e5. He didn't do it. No chicken dance. The Mexican chicken dance. I think we're playing bishop e2, and we're gonna remain flexible. We are gonna castle, Bob. I mean Uber driver, whatever your name is. I'm the strongest I am streamer. That's for sure. Especially if we like ban the Russians. No, they didn't say best looking. Bob, best like in chess playing. John Bartholomew is hotter. Eric Rosen might be stronger. Right. Eric Rosen. He has so much track record in high level chess. He's beaten like 3 grandmasters in his life. Three versus like 50. If you count, I don't know, man. If you count doubles, I must be close to 50 GMs over the years. Yeah, who is Bartholomew? What a stupid name, anyway. Is he on The Simpsons or something? Sounds like somebody from The Simpsons. Bartholomew J. Simpson. No, this is cool. I can't believe it's Uber Driver of all people with the king on F8. How you doing? How's your king doing there on F8? Now, which side do I castle? Here or like here? Oh, H6 with check. If only my E2 bishop wasn't pinned. We gotta seriously consider it, but it's like self-pinning my own bishop. Still, you know, bishop takes h6 deserves consideration. Where does he go? Like f7? Probably f7, and then the idea of king g6 looks a little bit slightly awkward for me. I'd rather keep that in reserve. Why can't I castle kingside? Pretty logical. He's gonna play what, like king g7? I'm gonna pass on bishop takes h6 check. I didn't like king f7, king g6. Now he can play king to g7, but this man has like no king safety. His extra pawn is isolated, and he's like way behind in development. Did you watch the hot tub stream? I can't believe you played this move. I was just calculating this move. Like, who watched? I just like mock people about hot tub streams. I never actually watched one. That really happened? By the way, like bishop takes f4 is a candidate move. Bishop takes f4. But he has all sorts of answers for that. Bishop f4, queen e2, like knight e2, bishop h3. I don't really like it. How about queen d3? I lose too much time. I have to go here. Wonder where he would have gotten that idea from. That's gross. Yeah, Asterman couldn't do that. Harry Potter. We all want to see Harry Potter get naked. Because he's so It's so powerful. And what am I doing here? The rules are random. Why can't we suggest moves? Jesus Christ. Are you serious? Like, you never kibitz the chess game before? Even in casual games, do people sit there, like, making the suggestions? Really? You think that happens? I know people that would, like, kill you for suggesting a move in a casual game. But obviously, like, I'm streaming, it's the last round of the tournament. It's terrible for him to make suggestions of exact moves. Chess for fun and chess for blood. They would kick you out of the chess cafe for doing that. Any decent chess cafe where lots of people gather and play chess, like, outdoors, you would be, like, banned from watching live games. You, like, reach out and say, hey, you should play, like, rook h8. The worst etiquette mistake ever. Well, it's not for money, it's okay. If it's not for money, it's okay. What are we doing? Rook, bishop, knight. What am I doing? Rook c1? Equal material. But his king is still naked. Speaking of King Crusher in the hot tub, maybe this move wasn't so hot. Can I get a rook g3? Not really working. Bishop e5. Rook c1 may have been a relative waste of time, but I still think that he looks like he's in danger here. King Crusher looks alright in the bikini. Grandpas can look good. I'm getting there myself. Look at this. Look at this. Master of Defenestration. Man, we're all over him here. Everywhere you look, there's a tactic. Someone say castling. You gotta take away 94. Come on, Uber driver, just resign. Just resign. It's hopeless. He's banking on the rook c3 94 and trading pieces, so we have to stop 94. All right. We're still on that. Holy shit. He's trying to justify his ridiculous suggestion of moves. Next time I ban him. No more talking about chess or Esterman. Alright, that's not fair. That's not fair, dude. That's a good move. Not fair. Are you serious? Not fair. Man, this is gonna take some work. Jeez, I thought it was gonna be easy. He defends this position. Oh my god. I'm gonna be sick if I don't win this. So disappointing. I can't trade pieces here. We don't even call it the Mora Gambit. I call it the Smith Gambit. Just so that we don't get confused with, like, that guy. Knight d5 is a nice piece, though. Can I do g4? Is that nuts? The Smith Gambit. After Richard Smith. Legendary streamer. What? I must have missed something. Clack, clack. No tradies. How are you not getting mated here? Wow. He'll never take that. Was somebody singing like, we're not gonna take it, right? Pawn takes pawn check. Let's just do it. Whatever, dude. Took it! Oh my god! His king is on h5. No way. You went out there to h5? I can't believe it. He put his king out on h5. Oh, I blundered the exchange. God damn. Haha. Just kidding. Alright. They never believed me. Now we can troll him. What a combination. Knight g7 check. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I have to take it. Knight, there's no mate. Like, well, there is knight g7 check, king h7, king h6, bishop f4 check. That's stupid. All right. I can't believe he put his king on h5. After king f7, it's not so easy, you know. And I don't think the h pawn matters that much, to be perfectly honest. Now we have to play for mate. Where's the stalemate? Master of material. Can I do rook and knight mate? Knight f5. Knight f5, rook d3 check. The problem is he has rook d3 check. Then I play like bishop e3. It's really funny. And I'm threatening knight g7 mate and rook h4 mate. But it's not always going to work. I think I should just take it. Bishop and knight mate. Alright, man, that was fun. That was a fun game, I mean, seriously. But I can't believe Uber Driver went out to h5. Damn, dude. That was an epic game. You caught me in the Fromm's Gambit. Wow, he was holding on with king f7. Yeah. Yeah. You got to go back. I mean, extra isolated pawn. It's not a big deal. I'm not surprised it's equal for king f7. So the opening was dubious. It was okay, but it was bad. This was bad. c3 was bad. Whatever Lars is having. I mean, how do I figure I can play c3 in this position and there's time for that? Someone else played it. I don't know this guy. Oh, it's from 76. He's in the grave. Knight c3 had to be the Lars Carlsen. That guy's like the biggest expert on the birds opening. So, you know, the funny thing about this move is that black has knight takes d4 with the bishop g3 trap. Jesus Christ, are you serious? What? Oh, fuck. What the fuck is this? Holy shit. This is the oh my god, dude. The guy did this. Alright, I gotta meet this guy. He's Swedish, right? That's crazy. Farouk Tyree. Why would a like respectable grandmaster sack his queen for just a few pieces? That's insane. Maybe he like literally blundered it. Knight takes d4. That's really weird. Wow. That's insane. That's totally insane. I can't believe that. Anyway. Alright, an interesting game for later. Let's see the final standings. XL Poker with 5 out of 5. What a surprise. He got himself a win in the last round. 2651 performance rating. It takes, you know, it's like a weight off my chest not winning this tournament every week. XL Poker, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels. It's like when Kasparov handed off the World Championship to Kramnik. Now I can retire, respectively. XL Poker with 2651 performance, 5 out of 5. Sparkle Horse, second place with 4. Play Like Kasparov held to a draw by the Uber driver. It's never easy to beat Uber driver. That's all I know. So congratulations, top 3. Uber driver, Resident Inspector, 4th. Uber driver, 5. Paolo, who's rated 1300, somehow finished 6th. That's really strange. It's funny that he would get up there so high. I guess a lot of people didn't finish our tournament today. Schieberspieler like went totally full Korchnoi and like swore off playing anymore. I don't know why. Asterbait finishing 8th place. Man, everybody just bailed today. I guess it's the summer. I like this time control though. It's real chess. Like he only finished 2 games. Asterbait getting 8th place. Paolo got a half point by easy matches against Politz. Politz finally showed up after missing the first round. But not easy. I mean, for a guy who's 1300, he beat Acerbate. He beat two 1700s. I mean, and those guys are not that bad. Politz is 1870. She's alright. She's a decent player. That's pretty surprising for a 1300. Could be sketchy. I don't like that, you know, that he's knocking off people who were like 400 points higher. We'll have to have a look at those. Do an investigation, Bob. Put your investigative skills to good use. To a proper use, anyway. As we don't condone your illegitimate investigations against innocent people. That's on your time. Excel Poker Perfect. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for playing. We'll be back. Radio time. Rodeo time. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night and tomorrow morning with the stream. Don't forget, guys, we've got weird openings, rapid challenges tomorrow morning, but Thursday's stream is canceled and moved to Saturday. So it's not really canceled, it's just rescheduled for Saturday. And thanks everybody for your tremendous support tonight. A lot of donations and whatnot. Mr. Coffee, of course, as always, appreciate it. So, without further ado, I'm going to close down the stream for tonight. I appreciate everyone's support. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Congratulations to XL Poker for a great play today. And being a good sport. Bye-bye.